Welcome to Next Tech. Almost everyone has heard about Samsung, the company that has lived on in our houses and in our pockets for a very long time. So, who are they? Samsung is one of the worldwide tech monsters contending with Apple in cell phones, in addition to other things. It is by a wide margin the biggest organization in South Korea, making more than twice as much as the following biggest partnership in the Asian country. To house their in excess of 250,000 workers, the hardware monster has assembled its own city right outside Seoul. In today's video, we are taking a look inside Samsung's gigantic digital city. Make sure you watch this video till the end to see how this mega city will be home to hundreds of tech marvels for everyone to enjoy. The Samsung Group, which incorporates Samsung Electronics and Samsung Life Insurance, among others, has a yearly income of $208 billion, representing 17% of South Korea's absolute GDP. In spite of the fact that it has been tormented by debate lately, it is a wide margin, perhaps the biggest company on Earth. The monstrous 390 section of land complex comprises 128 structures, and among the center elements of the office is innovative work for cell phones and apparatuses. Outside of work, the digital city likewise furnishes representatives with free suppers, reciprocal medical care, sports offices, club spaces for vested parties, and childcare administrations. What's more, today we are seeing the massive digital city here. 30 kilometers south of Seoul in Suwon, Samsung has made its own city. Samsung Digital City, with its own well-being center, kindergartens, eateries, deliberate affiliations, transport framework, sport offices. You are currently entering the Samsung Digital City. Suwon has developed from a little settlement into a significant mechanical and social focus, 30 kilometers south of Seoul. Notwithstanding being an old walled city engraved on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1997, it encountered the main development after the Korean War, in which Samsung inventories in Seoul were harmed and Lee Byung-chul, the author of Samsung, began his business again. Samsung entered the electronic business in 1969, and Samsung Electronics was established in Suwon, where it has its central command called the Samsung Digital City and a huge plant complex. With the development of Samsung, a few of its auxiliaries found their exercises in Suwon, like Samsung Electromechanics, Samsung LED, Samsung SDI, and so on. Also in the adjoining Yeonjin, Samsung SDI has its base camp, and Samsung Electronics has a semiconductor industrial facility called the Samsung Nano City Yeonjin. While in the adjoining Hwasong, another Samsung Electronics semiconductor processing plant named the Samsung Nano City Hwasong is found. Suwon is consequently a significant training and examination focus with 11 colleges and expanding extent of unfamiliar occupants. Samsung Electronics area in Suwon is viewed as a piece of Samsung Digital Valley, in which Samsung's R&D and cutting-edge fabricating buildings are situated in Gyeonggi's Suwon, Yeonjin, and Hwasong, and is regularly referred to as an exhibition of the fruitful monetary progress that was created through Korean government semiconductor promotion policy, LCD industry promotion policy, venture business promotion policy, and capital region management policy. Notwithstanding Suwon, Yeonjin, and Hwasong being authoritatively isolated urban areas, they are topographically general. Besides, Samsung's areas are enclosed, as the distance among Yeonjin and Hwasong areas is just 2 kilometers, and both are 4 kilometers from the Suwon area. Since urban areas themselves didn't give a few of the administrations to an imaginative and creative milieu, Samsung Electronics has been building up these all alone inside its premises in Suwon, Yeonjin, and Hwasong since its beginning in 1969, and particularly after the foundation of the primary examination organization R1 in 1980. All areas in Suwon, Yeonjin, and Hwasong are practically coordinated into Samsung's IT bunch. Samsung Electronics is seeking after a mechanical group procedure fundamentally through Samsung Digital City tasks and Samsung Nano City projects. The Samsung Digital City project in Suwon in this way joins and interfaces a few pieces of Samsung's IT industry in an imaginative nexus, specifically item and cycle advancement, while Samsung Nano City projects in Yeonjin and Hwasong address semiconductor buildings of Samsung Electronics. The Samsung Digital Valley altogether affects the public economy, Seoul and its metropolitan area, and specifically on Suwon. Samsung Electronics utilizes 33,000 individuals in Suwon, an expected 22,502 in Yeonjin, and 9,926 in Hwasong. Additionally, Samsung's first and second level providers in Suwon likewise give in excess of 10,000 positions. Suwon and Samsung Digital Valley, all in all, have been R&D center points for Samsung Electronics since 1980, when the primary exploration organization, R1, was set up. Today, Samsung Electronics has 5 examination organizations situated in Samsung Digital City, each established with a particular point, R1 1980, to build patent portfolio which give multiple times increment after the establishing of the Exploration Foundation. R2 1987 to save versatile advancement cost identifying with global guidelines. R3 2001 to set up worldwide unmistakable quality in cell phone and telecom organizations. R4 2005 to grow Samsung's offer in computerized TV market. And R5 2013 to incorporate IT and portable divisions and reinforce the abilities to adjust to drastically changing versatile business sectors. The last expansion involves expert improvement research centers, sound advancement offices, joint effort spaces with 150 video gathering rooms, an enormous scope assembly hall for 700 individuals, and a cooperating lab with 1,000 gathering rooms. Because of the somewhat negligible government assistance arrangement of social and public administrations by the state in South Korea, Samsung Electronics' social projects and corporate social obligation in Suwon center essentially around the arrangement of these fundamental government assistance administrations. As the government assistance state in South Korea is just gradually arising, Samsung Electronics, with its wide proposal of free, friendly administrations in Samsung Digital City, stands apart as an appealing and dependable business. Samsung Electronics gives all ordinary and non-normal workers with social protection, including public benefits, medical coverage, business protection, and word-related well-being and security protection. Besides, it gives a few projects inside Samsung Digital City in Suwon like sporting facilities, guest houses, clinical offices, kindergartens, cafeterias, and bars. These offers for nothing out-of-the-pocket administrations to their representatives, their companions, and youngsters. Social projects are broad and take into account the vast majority of everyday need of workers. Medical care within Samsung Digital City, a few clinical offices, for example, the Samsung Hospital Healthcare Center with free medical care administrations can be found. These offer doctors, influenza shots, dental therapies, and conventional needle therapy. Childcare, kindergartens with 150 instructors take care of 900 offspring of Samsung workers in the Samsung Digital City. Versatility. Samsung gives 500 transports to 103 objections from Samsung Digital City. Diversion. Samsung Digital City has 10 b-ball courts, 4 badminton courts, 3 soccer fields, 2 baseball fields, a climbing divider, and an Olympic-sized pool. Food. Samsung Digital City serves up to 72,000 suppers including breakfast, lunch, and supper with 92 distinct menus every day. The cafeteria, with in excess of 4,100 seats, sources its produce from Suwon's areas, making a solid connection with ranchers and makers. Samsung Digital City has 10 b-ball courts, 4 badminton courts, 3 soccer fields. Samsung Electronics empowers and offers the help for a few of its workers' social exercises, regardless of whether it be coordinated organization occasions or clubs, occasions or courses. On Family Day, Samsung Digital City is changed into an amusement park for workers' families and adjoining inhabitants, while over time a few music occasions, for example, string group of 4 and live performances, superstar syndicated programs, and in excess of 650 pastime clubs and 490 games clubs occur inside the premises of Samsung Digital City. Large numbers of the previously mentioned projects and administrations are given by other Samsung organizations that assume a significant part in the social, monetary, and social improvement of South Korea. Samsung Life Insurance and Samsung Fire and Marine Insurance give an expansive scope of protective bundles. Samsung Card is South Korea's biggest guarantor of MasterCards, while Samsung Securities, Samsung Asset Management, and Samsung Venture Investment offer a few monetary types of assistance, supporting Samsung's and others' exercises. Because in and outside Suwon, Samsung is available in the friendliness and the travel industry administrations with Hotel Sheila and Samsung Westery, in the style business with Chiel Industries and Chiel Worldwide, in medication and science with Samsung Medical Center, Samsung Biologics and Samsung Biopsys, and in monetary examination with Samsung Economic Research Institute. Samsung Electronics social projects are principally packed in Samsung Digital City and are not accommodated by others. Samsung Electronics' interest in open framework outside Samsung Digital City are less broad. Samsung does nonetheless band together with private examination college Sungkai-Woonkwan University in Suwon on a few levels like interest in research offices, interest in the new Samsung University Library at the grounds, offering grants to top SKKU understudies, and so forth. By and by, Samsung Q&T assumes the significant part in the field of South Korean metropolitan turn of events and chips away at the wide scope of undertakings, from private, community framework, legislative, and public structures to plants and business structures. With the help of public authority, Samsung C&T has built 217,000 homes in South Korea since 1980, while 300 Samsung experts are investigating the utilization of innovation in metropolitan foundations. Everything that is present inside this massive high-tech digital city seems to have a purpose behind its creation and addition here. But when you look at the ITER picture, it all points to one single vision from the Samsung higher authorities. They need to make their employees as comfortable and as happy as possible, so they want to stick around with the company and work for it like it's their own. And isn't that the secret formula of success? A happy team makes a happy business. This brings us to the end of the video. What do you think? Do you believe this amazing piece will become the mecca for creation that encourages the Samsung employees to innovate and work for greater productivity? Since they're relaxed and have everything they could ever need at their beck and call, which of these facilities do you like the best? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and check out all the other videos as well. See ya!